Before we add our share link to our app, we need something to share. So let's go ahead and change this view a little bit. We'll come down a couple of lines and we're going to create two properties. We're going to create an @state property, and this is so that we can have a button that we can toggle for really aesthetics at this point. We're not going to actually implement the button here, but it'll be fun. And it's going to be is heart filled, or maybe this could have been favorited. And we're going to tab to accept the new code or predictive code in Xcode 16, which is helpful. And then we're also going to create a quote that we want to actually share. So we're going to go let, in a real app, obviously this wouldn't be let, but oops, have my private before we declare the property. This is going to be suggesting that we do a color for the heart, but this is actually going to be a quote that we actually want to share. So we're going to go quote, and this is going to be assigned a string. So we're going to go string property here, and I'm actually going to do 3 double quotes here so I can do some kind of inline formatting. So we'll enter, we'll go 2 more times, and I think this is wrong. Maybe Control I, no. Okay, we'll go enter. It's kind of looking a little ugly at the moment. Don't usually do this, but we'll see how it goes. And we're going to quote from an actress, because I saw it and I thought, oh, it's a good quote. See if I get it right. Impossible. Yep, looks right. So this is just saying, thought it was a good quote, you know, catchy or inspiring. I don't know. So nothing's impossible. Go ahead and do it, right? It says, I'm possible. Exclamation mark, because we should be excited about things. And so then I'm going to press enter to create a new line, and that's what this 3 double quotes means. We can add new lines, like a multi-line string. That's the word I was thinking about. Yeah, and this was from, well, supposedly Audrey Hepburn said this. So actor, well, that's not how you spell Audrey. Audrey, like that, I believe. Hepburn. Leave a comment down below for any of you Audrey Hepburn fans. Anywho, that should show up if I go, well, first off, we need to change this around. So this is going to be a little different. We're going to make it look a little stylized. So we're going to create a Z stack, and then we're going to put some images in the background to make this look really, you know, fancy, I guess. Don't know how fancy, but we'll say it's fancier than just a string on the you know, a blank display. Command Shift L will bring up our system library or whatever this is called. It's got little buttons here, you know, we can pick different things, and I'm going to go with SF symbols, and we're going to look for a quote. I'm going to go with this one, and it's really tiny right now, so we're going to change that, and we're going to go dot font, not fern, but font. And we are going to do system.system. I didn't say it was deprecated, did it? Let me go back here a little bit and see. We're going to go font, system. We're going to go dot system. No, some of the ones down below are. Sweet. I was like, oh shoot, I don't want to be using deprecated stuff. But anywho, so this one's good though. And we'll make it nice and big, go 270. Option Command P to update our preview. That looks really nice. Next, we want to change the color, because I don't want it to clash with the with our text. This looks black, and our text is going to look black, and then you're not going to be able to read anything. So we're going to go foreground. Oops. Don't know what I'm typing here. Foreground style, and we're going to do dot. We'll go gray for now. I'm trying to think if it was secondary. Well, maybe it's secondary. We'll just do gray for now. It's fine. And we'll just kind of drop its opacity to, I don't know, 0.1. See how that looks. Option Command P. That looks invisible. 0.4. There we go. Now we have this kind of like light background. This could have been done with like maybe a system secondary, or I don't know, one of those other color options. So that's good for there. And this is going to be behind our quote. So now we're going to actually add the quote. So we'll just go text, and we don't need to write the string out because we did that on line 5. Don't know why I'm writing text. We're going to go quote, and then this is just this string here. And you can see looks all right, not too bad. But we're going to change a few things about the string here. We're going to give it a dot font of, I guess we could use font body. I don't see what's wrong with that actually. Let's give it a dot multi not two dots, multi-line. We're going to do dot center. And that, once it updates, yeah, I think that looks a little better. We'll see. And next I want to add the buttons. So we're just going to add this as an overlay. Instead of putting our text inside of a, another stack, I think it makes sense. But, you know, again, just stylistic choice. My particular I guess way of doing things would be just set an overlay with an alignment of dot bottom, and then inside here we'll create a share link like so. And a share link is just a view that controls sharing presentation. And it looks like Xcode's already given us a suggestion. I'll go tab to accept. It's already the image system name, square and arrow up. That's awesome. I don't even have to do Command Shift L anymore. I just go tab to accept. And that looks decent, but we're not going to have an array of quotes. We're just going to have the one quote for now, but I guess if we were really building an app, we would probably do that. So not items, just item. And then that should look pretty good, but you see the share button is like buried here, which isn't great. So we're going to change it a little bit by giving it a dot font of, we'll say dot title. Makes it a little bigger, I think, once it updates. Yeah, makes it a bit bigger. We can make it even smaller if we wanted. And we will give it a dot foreground style of dot primary. And that'll get it away from this blue to hopefully the same color as the text. All right, maybe we need to do foreground style, or that's what I was doing, foreground color. That's what I thought. That's deprecated. So we're going to go foreground style dot red. Okay, that changed. Dot primary, a shape style that maps to the first level. Oh, it's probably the primary color for that button. We'll go black then. Dot. I thought there was also a color for label. This property is defined in. Okay, we'll just go dot black for now. But this will obviously have to be changed because that's not really going to work in dark mode here. We'll have to look into that. Next up, we will go ahead and give it a dot padding, and it's really annoying that it's sitting up here. So we're going to actually go to our share link on line 24 where it ends. I'm going to highlight this, Command X, and I'm going to put this in an H stack because I'm going to actually add two buttons. So we'll just do that, and we'll paste that there, and then we will add another button here. But first, let's go to the bottom of the H stack and give it a dot offset. And we're going to just offset it in the Y, and we're going to give it a value of, let's say 55. That should hopefully, yep, put our button down here. And we tap it, there it is, because the share link here is already doing all the work for us. It's the item we want to share, which is our quote, which we created here on line 5. And then we passed it into the share link, and we also used it for the text here. And then we can add kind of our image that we want to use for the button. And, you know, we can copy it. If this was running on a device, we could text it, all that. But let's also add our heart button because we want to have like a favoriting thing too. So we'll go button, and we will go action label. And our action here is just going to be toggling, that is heart filled dot toggle. And then for the label, we're just going to do something like an image of system. And let's see, are we going to get a suggestion here? I don't know how well this works. I haven't really played with it yet, but the predictive code stuff is supposed to do things like predict code and be helpful. But we're going to do a ternary operator here. So it's just a shorthand if statement where we're saying if is heart is filled, and then we do this question mark. We want to do something like heart dot fill, but you know, otherwise, so if else, then we just want to go, ooh, look at that, oops, it went away. So it is smart enough to be like, whoa, look at that, maybe he wants to have this be a non-filled heart. That's clever. So that wasn't me, that was Apple's machine learning going on there. It's also suggesting I do the font of dot title, so maybe it's looking at line 21, I think. Yeah, let's see, line 22, and it's saying, hey, that's what he set the last image to. So I don't know. Now the suggestion went away though, so there we go. And then again, yeah, I think it is looking up my previous image for how I should be doing stuff here. So that's actually pretty cool. Even though, yeah, I'll accept the padding there. Even though I don't want this to always be black. Again, we're going to use a ternary operator here where we're going to go is heart and then question mark. And then if it's filled, we want to go dot red, otherwise black. So that works there. And then if we tap it, we favorited our quote and we unfavorited our quote. Again, doesn't really do anything right now, but with that little bit of code, we've got a way to favorite, kind of, at least make it look like we did, and share our quotes. So if this was helpful, let me know in the comments below. I'll be putting out more tutorials soon.